I recently got to visit Ancient Olympia, the birthplace of the Olympic Games. So if that interests you and you want to see what that was like, then this is the right place to be. All that and more in today's video. You don't want to miss it. Welcome back to our next adventure with me, Jason, and we're going to be watching when I first visited Ancient Olympia. Now, in order to get there, I was on a cruise ship that stopped in Katakalon. However, from Katakalon all the way to the very site itself, that was all organized by me, myself, and I. And it really was simple. So I hope you enjoyed the video, have fun, and just share in the excitement of this amazing place. I'll throw it back to me now. Jason, take it away. All right, so we are off the ship and making our way hopefully to where the train station is. Should be again around a 5-minute walk max. But yeah, let's go through Katakalon and try find this train station. That should be exciting. I've got time. You can see actually that the town of Katakalon is really quiet right now. It is early, just around 8:05 in the morning. So yeah, we're just making our way down this road and the train station should be pretty close by. So next time you see me or anything, probably going to be at the train station. All right, so at the train station, station's kind of a loose word here. I don't think it would be the typical train station you would think of. I'll show you in a moment, but just so you know where to go, if you carried on following that road that you saw earlier, eventually it takes a slight turn to the right. So you just follow that bend and you'll kind of see this open park area. The train is on the right side of that park, so I'll show you in a second what I'm talking about. Somewhere all the way down there, see if I can get a nice zoom for you guys. That was where the road took a little bit of a bend, and you can see it then opens up into this entire wide space, and you can see the color in the park over here. So I was all the way on the other side of the road there, and you can see that over here are the tracks. So yeah, that's it. Now we just got to wait for the train, and then it's a nice casual 52-minute ride to Ancient Olympia. And I have all my tickets, like I said, in a PDF online and also on my phone saved just in case there's any poor reception. So shouldn't need to wait in any line. Probably just going to be as simple as scanning it and heading right in. So yeah, can't wait. I'll see you then. Alright, so our chariot's arrived and now we're going to just wait until we leave at around 8:40. It's that easy. You don't need to spend that much money. 16 euros is today's total cost as far as the excursion is concerned. Okay, so that building that I was right by, that is the main entrance to the museum itself, which is where I'm going to want to end up. I first want to actually do the archaeological site itself. So walking to that now, it was just the path that was in front of the entrance, so just straight ahead. So that's where I'm heading. Kalimera. Efkaristo. So this area here supposedly was where they would anoint the bodies of the participants in oil. It was also where philosophers and poets would gather and give lectures. Lots of tour groups here, but they're pretty small groups, other guided groups. I personally am someone who prefers to read up about things either before, if there are some interesting plaques, etc. laid down to read. So I'll stop and read that like I'll show in some of the video, I'm sure. And it's where I will then just summarize on here what some of it says. It's always just amazing how well this has been preserved and walking through history. Like right now, I'm walking in the same place where the very first Olympic Games were ever held. So these were the Greek baths. That's incredible. Do you think how long that's been there for? Thousands upon thousands of years. And just the artistry itself. Okay, so the excitement's building because I can see what looks to be the entrance to the stadium. It's time to compete. I'm ready to walk onto and not run because I'm lazy. This is cool. There it is. That's awesome. It's the entrance to the archaeological site, and now we are making our way to the museum. So all in all, just again, superb. Of course, I went, at it alone with no guide, which I know is not for everyone. I found that the plaques that were there were sufficient by themselves, just in isolation. But of course, reading up about it before you come makes it obviously even more enjoyable. But it's really well done. And again, just really impressive when you are seeing just how much remains. You can completely understand why they decided to be here, right? Close near the ocean. So when they were traveling by boat to get around, which was the main way of getting around, because it would all different, islands would come and gather here for the games. So it makes sense. You wanted to have a boat. And so being near the ocean was ideal for this. I guess being on a hill may have helped with bad weather or rain. Unbelievable. So this is Hermes, or Hermes, looking a little worse for wear. There's that pool that the Romans made it into. That was that temple of Zeus we saw earlier. And there's the track. Hey, I'm sorry to interrupt, but just for one moment, if I could ask you, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. It helps in such a big way, and it really would mean a lot to me. Of course, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. And at some point, I'd love it if you could leave some feedback in the comment section. Anyway, back to the video that you came to watch. Just finished the museum. It was really lovely. I managed to do it in a good amount of time too, so I guess I've got time to also go back if there were any things I wanted to go see again. But now we're going to head into the gift shop. We are pretty much done here. Highly recommended, really easy to do. Just for reference sake, right now time is almost 20 to 12, just about 20 to 12. The train back is at 10 past 1. So what I'm thinking I might do now actually is to walk around actual Olympia town and just see what there is there. Maybe there's something to go drink or whatever, so go do that. It's a beautiful place. Well, that was it for my adventure at Ancient Olympia, and I had the most amazing time. I could not strongly recommend it more. Of course, I also would say you should probably go there on a cruise ship because at the end of the day, there's not much else to really do in Katakalon or Olympia itself. But for the sake of a one-day stop, I couldn't be happier. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Cheers.